Welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is Andy Tate. We have just watched Manchester United come from 2 goals down to beat Southampton 3-2. Edinson Cavani stealing the glory. What did you make of that?
I thought it was a game of two halves. I mean, if you look at the whole game in the full 90, it was pretty much even. And Southampton had a 10-minute display and he scored 2 set-piece free kick and from a corner. But United had the chances as well. But it comes down to substitutions. And Ollie did the right thing and substituted the match winners.
Cavani then, he made his first start the other night against Istanbul. Looked pretty good in that game. But then today, coming on half-time against, like you said, the first half wasn't great for United. But to do what he did, 2 goals and an assist, is that the sort of striker United have been crying out for at Old Trafford?
Yeah, well, I've not seen that since the Van Nistelrooy days. I mean, we had Zlatan for the season, and he's shown glimpses of what we need. But yeah, we definitely need something like that. Game-changing player, can get you winners, get you equalisers as well. So it's a happy feeling, and I think we're all buzzing. We're all buzzing.
It didn't feel like it was going to be that though, did it? When we were 2-0 down, and was it annoying a bit how predictable their goals were? Before the game, everyone was going, Ward-Prowse is good from free kicks. And then they scored a free kick. Ward-Prowse is good from corners. They're good, and then they scored from corners. Do United need to find a way to sort of neutralise what is an opponent's obvious attack? Because we sort of knew that that's how they were going to score, innit?
Well, the players should know this. Yeah. They work on it during the week in build-up to the game. The manager tells them what they're doing. What you got to do this, you got to do that. They know they're vulnerable. They know that what their set pieces are like, and they just totally switch off. They know it, and they don't act to it.
Yeah, it's a shame when you see it so predictable like that. Second half, then, like you said, it was a game of 2 halves, if there ever was one. Obviously, Cavani was the main man there, but Bruno, again, got his goal, looked to be creating chances for the people. Was he good for you today, or was it not really Bruno's game?
I think it was very quiet today, but you can still be quiet and play a part.
And get a goal.
That's what you do compared to Tuesday night, because he was red hot that night. But you can. West Brom, we played ugly. We won. This afternoon, we showed a bit of fight and resilience, and I've not seen that for a while.
Yeah, the resilience is a nice one, and being able to change the tactics as well. We brought Cavani on. Do you think Ole has to get a little bit of credit or a lot of credit for the way he handled that first half and the way he brought the changes in for the second half?
Yeah, he can do it, but sometimes he doesn't act to do it. And this is why the snipers are out for him sometimes. And it's totally unfair because we can. The games from last season, we beat City twice, beat Chelsea twice. You know what I mean? He can do it. We beat PSG this season, so doesn't do himself any favours, but he's got to start believing a bit more in his ability.
And that's 4 games in a row away from home that United have been losing in and then gone on to win. You're saying there about that ability, believing in themselves. Do you think those sorts of wins and those sorts of performances where they're having to come from goals down, that's going to set us in good stead going forward, where we think, even if we've conceded first, we're still going to win this game?
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, if you go a goal down, but clean sheets are a must if you want to move up the league. If you got any aspirations of getting into the top 4, top 2, even challenging for the title this season, and they've got to do it on all levels. You can't just switch off on one part. Goal down. Throw on Cavani. It's no good. You got to have clean sheets.
I mean, this might be a bit of an obvious question. Who's your man of the match today?
Cavani.
He's good, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's good. He was good. He rolled back the years. For somebody who hasn't played since March, he's only had a few games and he's shown what he can do.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Having someone in there just poaching those goals in, like you said about Van Nistelrooy, it's so refreshing to see someone who their instinct is to be stood at the near post on the 6-yard line, waiting for those balls to come in into those 2 diving headers as well. How good was that?
You can see a bit of a predatory instinct like Van Nistelrooy and Zlatan as well. But he's been round. He's been round Europe. He knows. He's played in all the major leagues in the world, so he knows where the back of the net is.
And leading on to Wednesday, then United have got PSG, big game against his former team as well. Are you expecting him to make another start like he did last week against PSG?
Well, yeah, he got to because the loss in Istanbul, we could have been home and dry last week. So this is a must win because I do not want to lose this. Then we got Leipzig. That could be a potential shootout. So we have to get something from this on Wednesday. Losing is not an option.
One slight concern, second half, we did see Alex Telles going off, looking like he was holding his groin. Luke Shaw obviously already injured. You mentioned before about United need more clean sheets if we want to be sort of winning trophies, winning titles. Are you a little bit worried about that defence going forward with potentially another left-back out?
What we said, we've got Fosu Mensah, possibly a replacement, but if Neymar and Mbappe are fit, we're coming up against them Wednesday, it's a big task, but it's capable. We're capable of doing it and getting something from the game, but they've got to be on the ball. It's Europe, and it can all change in the blink of an eye. We all know that. We've seen that today.
Back to the Premier League then. United now just 2 points off the likes of Chelsea, and in and amongst will be I think 2 points behind Liverpool as well if we win our other game in hand. Obviously, we don't want to be talking about title challenges, mate, unless we do want to be talking about title challenges. But top 4 is the minimum requirement again this season. Have these last few games, the Everton match, then the West Brom match, then this match, really put us in a position where you can go, it's up to us now. We can, put a good run together. We'll be right back in that conversation.
Oh, the destiny's in their own hands. They know what needs to be done. And at the start of the season, they didn't stand up. And now, the last few games, they've stood up. They've taken stock. They know what's at stake. I mean, the way 2020 has gone, if I want to dream of a title, I'll dream of a title challenge, because we've not done that for years. Challenging for it's nice, even if you're in the mix. And all right, if you don't win it, you don't win it. But it's just nice to be up and around them parts, because we're only 5 points off the top.
And we saw last season, I know it seems silly to be suggesting title challenges and these sorts of things, but we saw last season that run, 17 games unbeaten, loads of goals, loads of clean sheets when Bruno first came in. It's not out of question that this team could put a run together where you go, hang on a sec. And like I said, do you think there's a chance, let's say going into January, maybe the start of February, where we're within 5-10 points of the top of the table, and like you said, let's say we fall away, but something where, do you think we've got a chance of putting together a title challenge of some sort?
Well, if we're say 4 or 5 points off the top again come Boxing Day, then we're like, okay, we've held it, we've got there. Now we've got to maintain this. You get through to February, March. May as well. Fans might be back in the stadiums as well, so it might make a difference to the players and give them a lift. But like I say, the way 2020 is, I'm just happy, and we're all feeling good, and we need a bit of a lift. Yeah,
if there's any year where you can dream a little bit, 2020 is the one where anything can happen, isn't it? So
2021.
2021 it will be, but 2020.
If I want to dream about a title charge, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Andy Tate's thoughts on the game today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Stretford Paddock if you haven't already. Cheers for joining us, Andy.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a bit.
Head over to stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com and check out the Paddock merch. And for a short time, you can get 20% off orders with 2 items or more using the code Paddock20. Go get on it.